the security situation in Nigeria. How can you describe what we face today in the country?
Well, you recall that, well, good evening, Nigerians. You recall that in 2014 or 2015, I was a very clear person. It was as if I saw the end in the beginning. I was very clear. I was not following the crowd. I saw things clearly. I was able to reflect my experience as a young man when the present president was head of state. Events that happen when a man is young remains in his memory for life. So I recalled very well the kind of leadership President Muhammadu Buhari could offer Nigerians. And may I say before going on that I'm available for arrest. I'm not running anywhere.
What did you do? Why you?
I'm just saying that because it is the era of arresting and detaining people who have contrary views about government. We are too old to run away from arrest. So just let me lay that foundation because of a few things that I will say tonight. Let me equally remind you that I said to Nigerians, this journey you want to embark on, you will regret it. Today, even if I were to be a fortune teller, I would have been making money from that. I told them the president has no capacity. And when a leader cannot provide, when the head is sick, the whole body will be in trouble. The voice of a leader, the words of a leader remains authority. And people will stand in reference to those words. Everything happening to Nigerians and Nigeria today is a product of kind of leadership that we took. The journey we started in 2015. Without doubt, majority of the people that brought the president today are suffering in silence. They cannot talk again. They are ashamed they can't proudly celebrate this president. Look at everything, not security alone. Everything has failed. Look at a situation. You cannot, if an economy goes bad, one day you can have a president who has a good economic team and repair the system and put the economy on track. One day you can have you can have infrastructural deficiency. Somebody might come tomorrow and fix all that. But when you have a country ravaged by insecurity, killing, bandits, whatever name they call it, and above all, hate. Nigeria today is a country badly divided on a brink of tilting the other way around. Jonathan left office, and I don't want to go the route of politics, for reasons of Chibok girls celebrated all over the world. This one, how many Chiboks have we gotten now? When this issue of Chibok, issue of fuel increase and all that happened, President Muhammadu Buhari was on the street walking with the number, and Oyegu, our leader, from
former national chairman,
they were walking on the streets. Jonathan must go. We have gotten to a place where the truth has confronted the present administration. This killing is one too many. Nowhere is spared. We were thinking originally that Southwest is far from the North. We are in major challenge now. When you refuse to take steps will take itself against you. If a president, you cannot equally reassure your citizens, you can't come out. The words of a president is supposed to carry authority. Are you talking about herdsmen? Stop there. Similar thing happened in Ghana. And they were very clear. They said, stop there. Military, police, all of them, security agents took appropriate steps. It stopped. If my family is terrorizing people, then I'm culpable. If my sons are linked to certain things that is unbecoming, then something must have failed fundamentally. I want to stand here to say that it's not all Fulani people that are bad. I stand to say that again. We have a lot of them as friends. My late friend is from Malifashi. Ali Garuba was my special advisor during my first tenure. He was a Fulani man, complete gentleman, a professor. But today, when you have a little yeast, it's going to multiply the remaining. And the moment evil is perpetuated, the righteous is quiet, then the whole system will be defeated. Today, the silence of the president is perpetuating violence and insecurity in our country. When I spoke about the presidential panel not visiting Oyo State after so many people had been killed in Moniya, in Shasha, they came after. Because the president himself, let us give it to him for reasons of age. Everybody will be old one day. He remains a father. But what that boy's father you were talking to a minute ago, that boy was a diehard of President Muhammad Buhari. I was following the young man. For that young man to say what he has said, and for them to now detain that young man, it's unfortunate. Insecurity in Nigeria today is not a function of who is committing what. It's a function of a leader that has failed. It's a function of failure of leadership.
Now, let me ask you the question I was just trying to get now. It seems that Mietiala is following the law that you laid down when you were a governor in your state.
Very correct.
Yes. So
you know that was what I told Governor Makinde. I said, when you begin war, you end up in dialogue. But you can start it with dialogue. What I'm trying to say is that when I enacted that law, most of the then governors of APC were telling me that what is Fayose doing? That law, okay, what does it matter? Today they've all gone to copy it. That's to say well done to them for copying it and doing the right thing. That law is to say that in my state, you can't put cow around wandering, it's not possible. Those who are afraid of re-election will obviously be afraid to do the right things. The first thing is that the life of the people we govern, we lead, is more important than even our interest. Today, our interest is over and above the people we govern. Then I made a law. I did not stop at that. 6 people went to jail for going to feed in another man's farm, because I've said it's not elders farmers clash. No. The farmers the land has always been there even before the farmers. The farm will remain there after them. It's a constant variable. It is the elders that comes to their farm. When you do things, they will tell you what are the capital investments that are immovable. The farmers are immovable. They can't carry their plants home. The elders can feed on your things and go to another man's land.
So what do you think is
the issue now is that the elders must find a way. It's standard, it's business. You must find a way. When you go to the eyebrow of Abuja, do you see dogs strolling around? These big men around, living in 5-star houses, would they be happy when they see dogs, goats, pigs, like in our villages? They all know what to do. They have failed to do it. That was what I said it in one of my interviews. The rich will cry in this country very soon if they don't address the problems of this country. Let me tell you, would it not be amazing and surprising that as a governor that is duly protected by military, by police, the governor is still attacked? How much more you that went to hire police to travel to your village? They will chop you one day. What we fail to do for the children of the poor will haunt us thereafter many years to come. Tell the rich in this society, tell those in authority, those who are there today, when they ask Lai Mohammed, he will say, he will be referring to what was not done in 2014, in 2012. You were elected to do the right thing. The mistakes some people made yesterday, you were elected to correct them. I was ashamed when I saw the Minister of Information coming to justify the taking of students in their schools. Let me say this to you again. That it has become a big business. Everybody's feeding fat in that.
In what? Kidnapping?
Of course.
But do we have a solution? You've been a
you see,
before.
The solution I've told you.
Yes.
Everything, if my sons are not 18 years old, everything stops at my table. The Bible says, teach your son, your children, when they are young.
No, go ahead, I can hear you.
Now, you see, recall that when these children fail to do the right, when they fail to do, the parents should be asked.
Yeah.
That is what I'm trying to tell you. When the head is sick, the body will be sick. The president, the leadership of the country, the people that matters in this country should speak up. Should stop allowing Nigerians to die for their carelessness. I want to say to you, there's none of them living in their states anymore. None of them living. I've seen a old senator, a old House of Rep, who says majority of our local governments has been taken over by Boko Haram. Most of us will live in Abuja. That is the gospel truth. When you see chief of general army staff, whatever, when minor incidents happens in town, you see them carry gun, carry this one. When Boko Haram comes, they will run away. So the problem...
The entire country is embracing what ranching is. That is what we need to do to help us. And I think I wouldn't want to be joining issues with my brother and friend and colleague, the Bauchi governor. But since he has chosen to continue to vilify and intimidate and blackmail me, it is said that silence is consent. I am compelled to respond to him. And I am beginning to think that my brother, the governor of Bauchi State, is part of the terrorist Fulani organization that is terrorizing this country. Why do I say this? This is the same governor who took oath of office to protect the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria does not leave room for allowing foreign herdsmen or foreign tea people or Fulani people or Yoruba, as we see people all over the country, to come in without valid papers. This is a man who said that the Fulani man is a global man, so he can come in from anywhere and enter Nigeria. It is quite disappointing to hear a governor who took oath of office. Maybe he should go back and rehearse the oath of office he took, whether allowing foreign terrorist Fulani herdsmen to come into Nigeria, whether he is protecting the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And of course, his outburst recently, that Fulani herdsmen are justified by carrying AK-47 to protect themselves. I don't know where the Constitution of this country, of the laws of our land, allows any man or woman who is not licensed by security agencies to carry even den gun. Even den guns are licensed. How much more weapons like AK-47, AK-49, and several other sophisticated weapon. And so he came to justify this, that they are free and they can live anywhere. And the Land Use Act, let him go back and read again. Land Use Act permits governors, like here in Benue State, I have the sole authority over land. If federal government comes here to execute a project, they ask for land from me. And until I grant the certificate of occupancy, they cannot, whether in the forest or any part of the land. Let him go back and read the Land Use Act. Because as governor in your state, you hold the land on behalf of the people. And so even his so-called response to try to run away from this thing, it implicated him more. Because what he said was on national television, and everybody heard it, and his defense for saying that did not go well with us. I think the governor of Bauchi State, my brother, Governor Bala Mohammed, should just come out and apologize to Nigerians. It will be consoling because we all make mistakes. And if he apologizes, it will be appreciated. But to continue to argue is inflicting pains, especially on some of us that have been victims of this Fulani herdsmen. And we're thinking that he's part of the conspiracy to wipe some people away, including Benue State. And this is not correct. And I want to think that with what he said and what those herdsmen wrote to me that they were going to assassinate me, Bala Mohammed is also part of it with what he had said. And if anything happens to me, I don't want anybody to be in doubt. Bala Mohammed should be held responsible, especially his last week outing altered the condemnable remarks he made about Fulani carrying AK-47 and living anywhere in Nigeria, whether in the forest or all that. He came back to say that Otom is responsible for the hatred against Fulani men. And I regard this as a way of vilifying me, as a way of profiling me towards assassination. And because he wants to instigate the Fulani people against me. I'm not against Fulani people. Fulani are in Benue State and they remain here. Some of my best friends are Fulani people and we relate very well. I am against the terrorist Fulani herdsmen coming from Mali, from Niger, from Senegal, from Gambia, from Cameroon, from Ghana, and other parts of the world who want to seize our land and take over and create problems. Governor Bala Mohammed should learn from Governor Ganduje of Kano State, who came out as a Fulani man and provide a solution on how to resolve this matter. If there is no hidden agenda, Governor Bala Mohammed should take a cue from the governor of Kano State. He should also take a cue from the governor of Kaduna State, who is against the terrorist herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen. He should take a cue from them. Governor of Kaduna State have not hidden his hate on those foreign Fulani men who come with AK-47 and are killing his people. But Bala Mohammed should take a cue from him. He should take a cue from scholars who are of Fulani origin, but they want peace and they want the unity of this country, who had come out to criticize foreign Fulani men coming here with AK-47 and killing people, maiming, raping, and committing all sorts of atrocities. This is what Bala Mohammed should learn. You see more Fulani than those people that I'm calling. How about the Sultan of Sokoto, who came out openly and said that out of 10 kidnappers today in Nigeria, 7 or 8 of them are Fulanis. These are Fulani. Is he more Fulani man than the Sultan of Sokoto? So Bala Mohammed, my brother, that is not how to run government. It's bringing a lot of disunity. Maybe he has not had time to see the castigation he received from Nigerians when he insisted that Fulani men must carry AK-47 and can live anywhere. Nigeria is not governed anyhow. It's not a banana republic. It is governed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Constitution gives power to our governors in all the states to preside over the land of their state on behalf of the people. And they are the only people who can give allocation and permit people to stay where they are. And so bandits cannot find a forest and come in to hide under living that forest. I want to tell those terrorist Fulani men, they should not come to Benue State. They should go to Bauchi and stay with him. Benue State is governed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Benue State also have laws guiding them. So anybody, once you're a Fulani man, you come with legitimate papers, you are free to stay in Benue State and do business according to the laws of our land. Anyone who is not willing to respect the laws of our land should go and meet Bala Mohammed. And then there you can carry AK-47 and you will not be apprehended. Here when you come, we'll apprehend you. So I want this to be known. And for those people who were of the opinion that have been harassing the president and so on, I think they are completely ignorant. Apart from being governor, I am a member of National Economic Council, presided over by the Vice President on behalf of the
comments, which are today's This Day front cover of the governor of Zamfara State, Mr. Bello Matawalle, saying that if Nigerians knew who was behind the kidnappings, we would all be, our mouths would be agape and what have you. Similar comments were made by his counterparts in Katsina State, Bello Masari. Now, we know that Section 308 of the Constitution does not, even though it confers immunity, it's quite limited, as was tested in court a few times by the late, great Gani Farami. So if there's no legal protection for making these kinds of claims, what nature of protection is there? Because you and I could not publicly make such a statement. The DSS would swoop in immediately. The same DSS that has waded in to the strike with the Cattle Herders Association, they have invited those people. But they have not invited these governors to shed more light into these people terrorizing Nigeria.
Well, I will answer by asking a question. Where is the commander-in-chief? I don't know if you can tell me. Where is the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
Well, you have to answer the question yourself.
Dr. Bati, I don't know. My simple answer is that I do not know where the commander-in-chief is. There is a clear lacuna in the presidency. You can't convince me to the contrary. When somebody went to the ballot, this is a man who sought power for 12 years, 2003, 2007, 2011, he wanted to be president by all means. Nigerians gave him a chance in 2015. Despite his failures, the mandate was renewed in 2019. And as of today, we are being ruled by proxy. Gabashew is the one issuing, offensive statements every day, telling us what the president is saying, as if the president is incapacitated. Where is the president of Nigeria? Because when these governors are saying these things, when some of them pretend to be helpless, or are genuinely helpless, where is the commander-in-chief? We saw our, Air Force men who were involved in the unfortunate air disaster mishap. They were buried. The president was not there. Our troops are being slaughtered in the north. The president is not there at their funeral. When last did the president talk to Nigerians? When last did we see the president grant a media charge? When last did we see the president speak with the victims of these kidnaps? When last did we see the president personally taking responsibility for the killings and the rampage that is going on? So if somebody is telling me that I have a president, I will raise an objection. Because the president that I want should not be a decorative president. It shouldn't be a portrait that, is occasionally brought out for photo ops, just to have some form of proof of life. Why have we lowered the bar? Why have we reduced this responsibility? When governors are making these incendiary comments, the other time you had the governor of Bauchi State coming out to say, herdsmen can carry arms. They are justified to carry AK-47. You have the governor of Zamfara State saying, I will still continue to dialogue with bandits, with terrorists. You have the governor of Niger State saying a different thing. What you are seeing is a nation in crisis. It's a nation in peril. It's a nation that is lacking in direction and leadership. And, we keep trying to be politically correct. The reality that today is that nobody can tell me that I have a commander-in-chief. You cannot be commanding from your bedroom.
Okay.
You have to lead from the front. That was what he promised.
Okay.
He said he will lead from the front.
Okay.
Today he's not even leading from the back.
Okay, I want to quickly get your reaction, still as we're extending this matter. Number one will be